All right, let's talk generators. When the power cuts out, having one of these is, well, it's a total game changer. But then you face the big question. Do you go with the brawny, classic, traditional model or the slick, modern inverter? It's not just about getting the lights back on, it's about the kind of power you're getting. So in this explainer, we're going to break it all down so you can make the right call for you. Just for a second, think about the last time your power went out. You remember that sudden kind of spooky silence? The immediate darkness? Yeah, it's way more than just a little inconvenience, isn't it? The real problems can start piling up, and they can pile up fast. Suddenly, you're on the clock. Everything in your fridge and freezer starts ticking towards being unsafe to eat. Your phone's at 10% with no way to charge it. Your home security system? Offline. Your job that you do from home? Not happening. And for some folks, critical medical equipment just stops. It's this domino effect of modern life grinding to a halt. And that's exactly why having a generator is about so much more than just keeping the TV on. It's about safety, it's about security, it's about keeping a little bit of normal in a totally not normal situation. Really, it's about peace of mind. So let's look at your two main contenders. Okay, first up, we've got the one you probably picture when you hear the word generator. This is the powerful, reliable classic. Let's call it the traditional workhorse. Oh, you've definitely heard one of these roar to life. The mechanics are pretty straightforward. Think of it like a car engine, but instead of spinning wheels, it's spinning something called an alternator to pump out a huge amount of raw electrical power. It's a proven, powerful, no-frills design that just gets the job done. So, why are these workhorses still so incredibly popular? Well, the number one reason is raw, unapologetic power. We're talking enough juice to run your entire house. Refrigerator, air conditioning, the whole shebang. They're also built like absolute tanks. And they're usually a lot more affordable right out of the box. Plus, because the mechanics are simpler, maintenance can be a bit more straightforward. So, bottom line, if you need the absolute maximum amount of power for something like home backup or a rugged construction site, and budget is your number one priority, this is probably your machine. But hey, what if raw power isn't your only concern? What if you're looking for something a bit more sophisticated? Well, that brings us to contender number two, the high-tech, super smart evolution of portable power, the modern innovator. And now, an inverter generator is a totally different animal. It doesn't just make raw power. It uses a really cool multi-step process. Think of it like this. A traditional generator gives you power like water blasting from a fire hose. It's super strong, but it's messy and fluctuates. An inverter takes that raw power, refines it, and gives you this perfectly smooth, stable stream. And that clean power is absolutely crucial for protecting all the delicate little microprocessors in your laptop, your phone, and your flat-screen TV. And the benefits here are all about refinement and intelligence. First off, they are whisper quiet. Seriously, you can stand right next to one and have a normal conversation. That electronic safe power is a must-have for all our expensive gadgets. They're also way more fuel efficient because the engine actually slows down when you're not drawing much power, which saves you a ton of money on gas. Oh, and you can often link two of them together if you need a bit more power. Pretty cool, right? You can see why these are perfect for things like camping, RVs, or tailgating. Anywhere you need quiet, clean power for all the devices that, run our lives these days. All right, we've met the brawn and we've met the brains. Now it's time to ring the bell for the ultimate showdown. Let's put them head-to-head on the stuff that really matters. Let's start with noise, because honestly, this is a massive deal. A traditional generator, it roars. We're talking about the sound of a lawnmower running right outside your window. Now look at the inverter. It just kind of hums along at the same volume as a normal conversation. In a quiet neighborhood or a peaceful campground, that difference is absolutely everything. And this chart really tells the rest of the story. Look at power quality. The variable, dirty power from a traditional model can actually risk frying your sensitive electronics. An inverter's power, it's clean, stable, and safe. Now, fuel efficiency. A traditional generator runs at full blast all the time, just guzzling gas. An inverter is smart. It throttles down to match whatever you've plugged in, making it up to 40% more efficient. That means you might only need 1 can of gas for a weekend trip instead of 2. Of course, all that tech does come at a higher price up front, but those fuel savings can really add up over time. So, with all that on the table, it's time for the final verdict. And remember, this isn't about which one is better overall. It's all about which one is better for you and your specific needs. Let's figure that out right now. Based on everything we've just covered, Which of these two power solutions really fits your lifestyle? Which one has your name on it? So, you should go for a traditional generator if your number one goal is pure brute force power to run your whole house. The well pump, the big appliances, everything during an outage. It's for you if you're keeping it in one spot for emergencies so you don't care about portability, and if you're prioritizing power per dollar, so a little extra noise is a trade-off you're willing to make. On the other hand, you're on Team Inverter if you need power on the go, for camping, tailgating, or an RV park with noise rules. It's for you if you're powering laptops, speakers, and phones, so protecting your expensive tech is a non-negotiable. And it's definitely for you if you value fuel efficiency and want a machine you can actually lift into your car by yourself. So at the end of the day, the real question isn't if you need backup power, it's what kind of power your life actually depends on. Do you need that raw, unstoppable force to keep your home running? Or do you need that smart, refined energy to keep your modern world connected, no matter where you are? The choice is all yours.